My name is Lieutenant Commander Dan Leahy, call sign Dutch, and on behalf of the United States Navy, we are proud to present the FA-18 Super Hornet flight demonstration. In today's demonstration, pilot Lieutenant Christopher Walker, call sign Chinz, from Madison, Wisconsin, and his weapons systems officer, Lieutenant Pete Santos, call sign Sneaky, from San Diego, California, will fly the Super Hornet to the edge of its operating envelope. During the show, the aircrew will experience nearly 8 times the force of gravity, accelerated speeds up to 700 miles per hour, and show the maneuvering capability of the aircraft. Many of the maneuvers seen today will demonstrate the aircraft's capabilities being employed by naval aviators both in training and in combat. On takeoff, watch as Chinz selects max mount converter, rolls the aircraft 360 degrees while pinning up the geared flaps, followed by a half twist.
I'll take that any day of the week, because I like loud and fast. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all like loud and fast? Yeah, I think they do.
Speaking of loud and fast, Rob, Chinz and Sneaky are now setting up for the high-speed pass. During this maneuver, they will approach show center from the right at 200 feet at nearly Mach 1.0. You may notice white vapor coming off the aircraft, indicating they are close to, but not quite, at the speed of sound.
Sneaky Pete, this is Rob Ryder. I'm down here with Dutch. How fast are you going, dude?
Hey, Rob, good evening. There's 49 miles. That's 150 miles per hour.
He did say 750 miles per hour. 762 at sea level. That speed of sound, he was right on the edge.
That's right, Rob. That's great high-speed pass there by Chinz and Sneaky. They're now setting up for the MRT to tail stand. They'll come back around to this right 270, approach the runway, do a tuck under roll, then set up from left to right. And for the MRT to tail stand, you'll see Chinz and Sneaky sit 90 degrees angle back and hold 7.5 Gs through 360 degrees of turn. At the completion of the MRT, they'll go straight into the vertical of that tail stand, ceiling permitted, followed by a 2G pushover back to level flight.
Here we go. This is the Hornet's new sting, the minimum radius turn.
And what it's specifically designed to do is what you're going to see on this next pass, which is the carrier configuration pass. This F-18 Super Hornet you see here today is the same as flown by the fleet in combat and in training. And as they pass the show, you're going to see them put the gear and hook down to simulate the configuration they'd be for a carrier landing.
The tail hook helps it land and stop in, as I mentioned earlier, in an area not much larger than your driveway.
That's right, Robert. And here, as you see from the right, we're going to see the Super Hornet in its carrier configuration pass. will show you its unique ability to turn on a dime. As Chinz and Sneaky approach from show left, they will rapidly execute two high-performance turns right here at show center. The first in the horizontal, and the second into the vertical. What you'll notice is you'll probably see some bangs coming off the leading edge of that wing, as the Super Hornet's leading edge flaps and trailing edge flaps scheduled to give it that maximum alpha performance and that very small turn radius as it executes that maximum performance turn.
Dedicate this to our buddy Ben Walborn, former Blue Angel, call sign Baxter. We understand that he never got sick during this maneuver. Not Baxter.
I doubt it. Now reduce the throttles to idle power and roll the aircraft inverted. It takes a lot of concentration to fly the airplane while you're hanging from the straps of your harness. As the Super Hornet approaches from right to left here, we've spent a lot of time here at max mount for a lot of loud noise. Watch how quiet the aircraft is as they reduce the throttles to idle at almost 500 miles per hour in the inverted whisper pass.
Now that's being a good neighbor. Sure.
Alright, now as they extend away from show center here to the left, Chinz and Sneaky are setting up for the high alpha pass. These strong winds today are particularly suited for that high alpha pass because we're going to see a particularly low ground speed as they pass from show center from left to right. Few other aircraft in the world are able to maneuver at such high angle of attack. However, the Super Hornet's two digital flight control computers allow it to remain completely controllable while flying at less than 120 miles an hour. And my guess is today, less than 100 miles an hour ground speed. Here we'll see the aircraft sets up for the high alpha pass. Chinz and Sneaky are reducing the airspeed, increasing the alpha and that nose position as they pass show center from left to right at 23 degrees angle of attack.
Angle of attack, the number of degrees the nose is pulled up above the horizon. And Sneaky Pete and Chinz, you want to call some speeds and how many degrees nose up you are?
Hey, again, there's 150 knots. That's 23 knots.
23 degrees nose up, less than 130 miles an hour. That's 122 miles an hour. The Super Hornet is incredibly impressive.
Sure, very maneuverable. Chinz and Sneaky are set up here one more time for another pitch rate demo where they approach show center from right to left. Do that horizontal turn at max performance, initially max G, and then increasing to max alpha in the turn there, and then they'll do another pitch up in the vertical before they set up for a carrier break after this. up with a carrier break. As you know, the job of naval aviator is not complete until its aircraft is safely aboard its floating home. And we take great professional pride in our unique ability to land aboard a 100,000-ton U.S. Navy aircraft carrier. It takes a lot of teamwork, from the deck crew, to the F-18 maintenance crew, to the pilots and wizzos, to get that aircraft safely aboard the ship. From the left, they carry a break.
Vulnerable during flight operations, aren't they?
They sure are, Rob. That's why we recover at such a high speed and come into that break to recover those aircraft as quickly as possible.
The idea is to have that aircraft carrier's landing area pointed directly into the wind, so the relative wind coming across the deck, the wind of speed coming across the deck, plus the forward motion speed is combined to give extra margins of safety for the slow-moving fighters as they approach that postage stamp landing area.
That's right, Rob. And someone else who provides that margin of error is the landing signal officer, who we'll hear here in a second. Chinz and Sneaky are going to approach show center from the right to the left at 200 feet. And they're going to wrap around at 0.95 indicated Mach number with 7 Gs as they enter this photo pass.
Get your cameras ready. Firewalkers International Pyro, Rick Byers, going to set up a wall of fire 1,000 feet long. Let's see if they can pull it off. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. From VFA 106, your United States Navy's A-18 Super Hornet. Let's get some pictures. Oh, yeah. Put your hands together for Firewalkers and the Super Hornet. The timing was great. And I gotta tell you guys, it doesn't get much better than the vapors we saw on the jet at the same time.
That was
oh boy. Oh, that's too much fun. That's too awesome.
Chinz and Sneaky are setting up for one final carrier break. We'd like to recognize the hard work and dedication put in by our maintenance crew who's here today on the hot ramp. Our maintenance team is led by Senior Chief Bruce Lynch from Harlem, New York, and has members AD1 Brad Beverly from Conyers, Georgia, AM2 Douglas Shearer from Griffin, Georgia, and AD1 Chris Folger from Johnson Creek, Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, on behalf of the United States Navy, we thank you for allowing us to demonstrate the capabilities of the F/A-18 Super Hornet.
Daniel Leahy, way to go, Dutch. That was awesome, buddy.
Thanks for letting us share the Super Hornet with you here today.
Great to work with you guys all over the country.
You too, Rob.
Join me, ladies and gentlemen, in one final big hand for the F/A-18 Super Hornet and the voice of the demo team, Dutch Leahy. Thanks, partner. Just about to land, Chinz and Sneaky. Coming up in just a moment, we're going to welcome Bill Stein back to center stage. Bill Stein flew earlier, and as part of the routine, he was interrupted on purpose by the award-winning Dan Buchanan.